Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Up to Mischief. In this episode, we see the Mischief crew take on a very special build, an Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA. Izelle travels to Cape Town and savors some freshly baked pastries and sourdough bread at Jason Bakery. We see what performance upgrades are happening in the workshop and head to Knysna to attend the prestigious Simola Hillclimb event. So sit back and relax and enjoy another awesome episode.
So we got a good client. Seen these toys around, but we focused on this one. You don't see this much often at all. The step nose, that's about where I'm going to stop and hand over to Anthony to tell us about the special car that he's brought to us.
So quite a special car. It's a 1965 Sprint GT step nose, which refers to the nose over here where it's got an indentation. Originally, these cars would have come out with a 1300 or a 1600, but most old 50s would have put a 2-litre motor in. This car is currently a race car, and I'm trying to bring it back more to sort of a road track car that could drive on the road. It's got a lovely 2-litre motor with high compression pistons with big 45 Weber side drafts, a cold air box, a light and flywheel, and a few other things inside the motor. So I wanted to bring it to Mischief because they know racing, they know tuning, they know how to get the best out of a car. The plan is that I'm going to ship this. So I'm going to ship it to Rotterdam in Holland. And then a friend of mine is going to collect it on a trailer and we're going to bring it to his house. He lives in the Alfa region, which is at the Nürburgring. And for me, it's 10 years since I last worked and raced there. So I thought it would be quite a fun project. You know, let's build this. Let's see if it can endure like track time at the ring, which is quite a hardy, mega track. What I liked about it is it's just a playful car. It's got a lovely chassis. The way that it communicates to you, it just feels like it's an extension of your body. But I think the whole process is what we're looking forward to. And I've taken a lot of South Africans to the Nürburgring and to Europe, and I've played, tour guide and coach. And I want to show you that it's possible. And next year, you should come with me.
Is she coming back again, or is she going to stay there?
I'm going to leave it there. So now I have an excuse to go often.
No, we'll definitely go. We'll get up to Mischief there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, so what we've got here is Bumblebee. See, I don't even know these cars. These came out long before I was born. So this is a Giulia Sprint GTA, whatever that means. So it's got a 2-litre Alfa engine in it. Anthony Ashley wants to go to the Nürburgring with it. What we've got to do is we've done wiring on the car. We've done a heap of work on it, fitted some racing seats and things. Now we're just trying to get the tune on the engine. So see if we can get it up to maybe 100 kilowatts or something like that. But the main thing is safety. And it's got a problem with its distributor. So we're going to need to sort that out next. And then, we'll see where we go. They call me Mr. Electricity. I'm just joking. So much easier nowadays when you just plug a laptop in, push a button. I want 2 degrees more. Click, click, 2 more. Now I need a spanner, burn my fingers, hit my back. All right, so what we've got here is a BMW M6 with a V10 engine. Really, really nice. We've actually done software and exhaust work on it before, but the front catalytic converters, they sit in the manifold, which means they're really difficult to get out. So the customer decided now he wants to remove the front cats. So we've done that. Makes a really nice raspy sound, and hopefully it makes more power than last. The before run was done on a previous dyno to this, so we don't have the before run, which was about 350 kilowatts, but we're hoping that we can make a bit more now.
So we have this V10 M6 on the dyno. Just try to see what power it makes after some exhaust work.
All right, so we got a really good result out of the front cats. The car hasn't got too much mileage on, so they weren't blocked too badly. But what people don't know is that an M6 has a much shorter exhaust manifold runner. So they actually make a little bit less power than an M5. All of them were spec'd at 373 kilowatt. They were spec'd at that. But a standard M6 makes about 340 kilowatt on our dyno. Once we do software and exhaust work, we get them up to 360 about, which is where this one has just got to. An M5 has got a much longer header runner. So they actually make about 10 kilowatt more. So M5s, usually you get into the 370s. You could even get towards 380 with them. But an M6 is lighter. It's got the carbon roof. We managed to get 360 kilowatt out of it and 516 newtons, which is really good. These two settings, this is actually the low power setting, 260 kilowatt. And then there's a button you push, the M button, and it gives you 100 kilowatt more, and it goes to 360. Super fun car to drive, and I'm sure the customer's going to be happy with the raspy sound and the extra power he's got him.
I absolutely love to see what beautiful cars roll into this workshop, from classic icons to modern performance cars. After the break, Izelle wakes up at the crack of dawn to see what Jason Bakery is all about.
Jason Bakery, let's talk about that. Where did it all start?
This is where I began. So back 2007, I was laminating croissants with this, with a deck oven behind me at 240 degrees.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is where it started, in a single garage with 6 staff, a rolling pin and a Casio till with PLUs to put in the product. Then evolved in 2010 into a bigger space and breakfast options and lunch options, but the basic breads and pastries and that still continue through to today. Yeah, we were the OGs, baking artisan bread, trying to teach people how sourdough bread is good for you.
I'm all for that. I'm going to definitely come here for tips.
Back then, 30 Rand a loaf was worth it rather than 7 Rand for Sasko Sam. You know, it's been an incredible journey.
Well, now that you started touching on sourdough, I think let's just start talking about that. Now, you're quite famous for your starters, Henry and Jessica, if I'm not mistaken.
Henry and Jessica, yeah. Henry is now 19 years old, and Jessica is 17, yeah, 17.
And tell me, like, dedicated staff, I love the fact that you guys bake every day for today.
Yeah, so there's no enzymes, preservatives, improvers, anything like that in our breads or any of our pastries. We believe in a measured indulgence. So yes, there's sugar and there's carbs and there's gluten and everyone freaks out about it, but it's with purpose. You know, bread is only meant to last for 1 or 2 days. If it lasts for 7 days, you've got to start asking some questions.
100%.
And same with our pastries. So we believe in a zero waste ethos as well. So we'll try and reuse something in a different element, like a value-added idea.
Yes.
So like if we don't sell a croissant today, it's not sold tomorrow as a fresh croissant. It's then toasted and scrambled eggs, or it becomes a double bake. We add almond stuff to it or chocolate. So there's always something. The breads will be then also toasted for breakfast. And then also what we do is we give to charity on Fridays to Ladles of Love. So they come and collect, and then the excess breads and pastries go to charity.
The coffee here is also great.
This is our own blend that we've worked with to highlight the flavors of the pastries and go well with the breakfasts. It's predominantly African. We like to keep everything local as much as possible.
I'm quite a fan of all the little doodles that you've got here on your
Yeah,
cup.
little icons,
You
yeah.
must be a biker.
Motorcycle enthusiast.
So you obviously prefer the 2 wheels to the 4.
I enjoy both, but yes, if I had to choose, I would jump on the 2 wheels more than the 4 wheels. Definitely. Yeah.
And what do you
I've
currently
got
have in the
a
garage?
Harley Davidson Road Glide ST Sport Baggers. You know the Sport Bagger series where they're racing sport baggers?
Yes.
So this is Harley's entry into that sort of domain. So it's pimped up,
Pumped up and color.
black, black, black.
Oh, so it fits in with the whole Jason Bakery vibe. And your famous croissant logo, is that
Yes.
also everywhere?
So that's our icon, yes. It's been around also, so obviously since 2007. Before the actual bar and shield, which is almost like I got the idea obviously from Harley Davidson. It's like a bar and shield vibe. So the iconic croissant is, you'll see it on cars all over Cape Town.
So you just said it's on all cars. I didn't hear anything about bikes.
There's a couple of bikes. There are a couple of bikes with them on. But they go so fast you don't really see it.
Oh, this is great. Let's touch base on your menu quickly. I love the fact that it's a seasonal menu. For me, by default, that always means people use fresh ingredients, you source local.
It works very well. Obviously, we go from breakfast, brunch to lunch, and a lot of the breakfast offerings are meat-free. When you get to the flapjacks, we're a bit more naughty, but we can't get away from the flapjacks. And then we do a couple of greens, some rabbit food over there.
Rabbit food. Oh, come on. You know, you also get a good salad every now and then. Okay, and if you could recommend something for me on your menu, what is like one of your best dishes?
The all-in flapjack stack with thick-cut bacon and fried eggs, maple syrup.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a goodie. Otherwise, you want to keep it more clean, the shakshuka and the mushroom ragu. Those are three, like, and obviously the ever smash, but I don't know. Ever smash is amazing, but I think it's just overdone.
And now we're going to have to talk about the famous dosant.
Yes, the dosant we were doing back from 2013 for over 10 years. And we never repeated a flavor for 10 years. You use nostalgia, you use ideas, you pull in from, you know, you're only as good as your team as well. So the team's input and customers' input. So it was quite a thing. It was amazing. And it was basically a croissant and a donut, make it a love child. And that's just how it was.
Now guys, I'm starting to smell a lot of like brown butter and all kinds of deliciousness coming from this kitchen.
Yes, all the pastries are ready.
Okay.
Breads are ready coming out of the oven, so let's go check it out.
Now, I don't know about you, but pastries and fresh bread is definitely my weakness. After the break, we're to Knysna for fast cars, burnouts, and of course some mischief at the Simola Hillclimb 2024. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Simola Hillclimb, happening in this beautiful place called Knysna. It's Classic Car Friday, and there's so much action in the pits. Let's see what they have to offer. get racing over here. Hopefully that's a bit of a burnout to get the tires warmed up. I can hear it. Getting up to Mischief, people. To the left of me, we have the 65 Shelby. It's Lindenberg Racing, and this is actually the Superformance Daytona Coupe. It's such a beautiful looking car, and of course it's running a wonderful V8, pushing I think just under 400 kilowatts, so it's quite a powertrain underneath there.
Classic or King of the Hill?
Everything went according to plan today. It was a textbook drive from the beginning to the end, and yeah, I got the best team. Everybody knows that. And besides my team, like I said before, I'd just like to give thanks to Fred for helping us and Anthony Taylor for our engine work. It's just been a great day. Flawless.
Listen, guys, do you think I should take the winning car for a spin? I definitely think so. Guys, that's the end of day one at the Simola Hillclimb. We're just taking it all in, it's so quiet. Tomorrow's a new day and we're gonna be getting up to more mischief. Talk about muscle over here, eh? We've got a Ford Shelby. I had no idea it's actually a convertible. If you don't have enough power, add a wonderful Whipple supercharger on top of it. I mean, you've got an incredible package. It's incredible. Well, if you wanted a McLaren, this is the one to have. A 720S. This thing is crazy. To go up the hill climb, I can't imagine how it'll be. It's gonna be something very special. Oh, thank goodness they switched that off. For the one motoring guy that says it. Final day of the Simola Hillclimb. As you can see, there's so much more people and there's so much action in the pits. At the moment, we're ready to go out. But yeah, we're just quite excited to see who's gonna make it number one today.
been trying for a couple of years now. Other people has had better cars and better luck here, but this year's mine. I'm very proud of my team and everybody supporting and everybody out there. Thank you very much for the support.
And we have a new single-seater King of the Hill. How does that feel?
Yeah, fantastic. Obviously been coming here for quite a few years and brought different cars in very different iterations. So yeah.
Well, all the best of luck and a huge congratulations, and take it in and go celebrate tonight.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Now that is an event that every motoring lover has to attend, and I can't wait for next year's Simola Hillclimb. In the next episode, the crew takes on a challenging executive upgrade. Izelle travels to Barrydale to discover the secret behind the perfect milkshake at Diesel and Creme. We see what performance upgrades are happening in the workshop, and we attend an exhilarating all-tar rally. For any more information, visit our website uptomischief.co.za or follow our social media links. See you guys on the next episode.